coming right back. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Nice counter shot. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punch. He wanted action, and they are delivering. You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about David Ben. There's the bell to start round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight, not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Well done with that counter shot. Insane action. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Sugar Ray's in trouble. Close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. Well, on to the 4th we go. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they throw it, and David Benavidez is on the canvas. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're okay.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Don't waste time. Get step behind the rush.
Oh, my God, Johnny! Sugar Ray Leonard dazed! Sugar Ray is down! How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Clearly, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Both men step back for just a moment. Good defense on that right hook. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about David Benavidez at left. Time for the 5th round. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Do you believe what we are seeing? What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Couldn't land that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punch, counter punch. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talking about David. There's the bell to start round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
How about that time counter shot? They go downstairs. Figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Holding nothing back here in the round. That counter shot lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. There's a counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Every time they drop, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. talk about David Benavidez. And there's the bell for round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Good looking hook, but it was blocked. Back and forth they go. Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Benavidez. There's the bell to start round 8. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he pulls you down.
Beautiful counter shot. Punches have to hurt. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. That's another scoring shot. They exchange punches. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
You're right.
They are going to surrender. No mas. So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.